Welcome to the first episode of Tales of RuneScape. In today's episode we'll be covering one of the most recent news posts announcing the closure of the RuneScape Forums. Before we get into that, get yourself a nice drink and make yourselves comfortable. The RuneScape Forums, dating all the way back to early 2001. Back then, forums were the go-to for many communities. For RuneScape, that was no different. People would come together and share their knowledge, discuss lore, trade items, and so much more. Unfortunately, back then, trolls very much existed like they do now. They introduced a skill requirement of just 60 to be able to use the forums. This was to discourage people from using throwaway accounts. Even with that, and the introduction of forum moderators, they were closed down in November of the same year. Fast forward to 2003. A new forum was opened in November of that year. The new forums were only available to members. These forums were a massive improvement over the previous version. Forum moderators were introduced in larger numbers. The new forums were released in a beta to begin with, and after that had ended, free users were given the ability to view posts. Going all the way through to 2004, Jagex had announced that they'd had a total of 1 million posts on the forums, and that on average over 8,000 people had logged in to the forums every week. This version of the forums remained in place up until April of 2006. April 2006, the announcement of an update to the forums. With notable features such as the ability to jump between forums directly, a quick find code system that allowed players to find threads quickly, and a bump button which allowed a thread creator to bump their own topic without having to actually post. Not only that, an extended forum profile for viewing a history of threads that you posted on. Threads that went beyond page 50 were also automatically deleted. Some people referred to it as being eaten by Chewy, the page 51 monster. On the 25th of April, there was a glitch which gave everyone Jagex moderator access for a brief period of time. All of those posts made with golden backgrounds by non-Jagex accounts were later hidden. The 8th of April, free-to-play were granted access to the forums. Initially only if you had 12.5 million experience, later updated to just 5 million. Jumping all the way to the 19th of April 2010, the forums were split into separate communities. This caused a huge outrage, and after multiple iterations, the changes were eventually undone. There was also a 6-hour timer limiting your ability to post. This was removed on the 29th of May 2010. On the 14th of June, free-to-play requirements were changed from 1,000 plus total level to just 500. And on the 5th of November of the same year, it was put down to just 350. And that leads us all the way through to now, 2024. On the 12th of January, it was announced that the forums would become read-only on the 25th of January, at which point you'd have up until the 28th of March to grab anything worthwhile from the forums before they're removed entirely. The main reason? People prefer external platforms like Discord, Reddit and Twitter. With that, there's been some backlash within the community, notably clans unsure on where to advertise going forward, but they've reassured the community that they'd be taking steps to allow for such things. Here's to the future. Do you think the forums will come back? Maybe a new improved version with things taken from Twitter or Reddit? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video going over the brief history of the forums, then please be sure to like, comment and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.